What's up, guys? Welcome back to another fig video. We're going to discuss some of the things I've done recently to my fig patch here and some of the things we're going to do during this video. So stay tuned and let's get right into it. All right, first thing first, you'll see I added some weed mats because especially here where the grass meets my fig patch, I don't want some of these creeping grasses to go through there and start competing with my figs and taking their water and nutrients. Okay, so I wanted to avoid that and got rid of it, and I created paths in between my lines here. And yeah, I mean, this is going to be very beneficial as far as retaining moisture and preventing competition with these fig trees. They're only going to have each other to compete against, and because I'm going to reduce their size and control their growth, this is not a big deal. They already have enough space here to grow. It's not that bad. All right, so let's get right into it. I do want to let you know today we're going to talk about the figs that have already established and they got some age in them, like this one, these over there. You can tell they're stronger, they're more mature, and they're growing fantastic. But like this one right here, I just planted it this year, a few months ago. This one planted it a few months ago. We will discuss them too, because you still need to prune them and plan for the future. Even with these right here, these are very early, very young. Like look at that one right there. That one was really weak, didn't have much energy when I separated it from the root. That's what I done with that, but I put it down there, and because of the loss of energy, it's just barely coming up right now, but it'll survive and we're gonna make it work. Okay, like this one, see, very young, like this. Okay, so we're gonna talk about stuff like this right here. We're going to talk about this and this and this, and believe it or not, some of these are already fruiting, and I was surprised because it hasn't been that long since we made a video and there were none on any of these. But this one right here is actually fruiting. It's got a whole bunch of little figs here and there. That one is fruiting, that one's, I believe, is fruiting, that one's fruiting. So a few of them have started fruiting. The majority of them started branching out and creating lateral branches. Now, that's a good thing and a bad thing, right? So for people with short growing seasons, northern areas, like you need to be careful with letting these lateral branches grow. Different varieties do it differently. Like this one, I already know this one is heavy on the lateral production, you see, and see, like every single main branch has it. This one's got it, this one's got it. That variety right there, not so much, right? So variety is or cultivar is key to practicing some of these pruning techniques and timing and all that. So obviously your the length of your growing season is heavily dependent on this. So yeah, you know, keep that in mind as we talk about this, because it's going to be different for different areas with different growing condition. But for my area, I live in Southeast Texas. We get a nice extended season here. I feel up to like November sometimes. No freezes, no nasty weather, and so I have plenty of time and plenty of opportunity to get as many figs as I can from these trees. Now, some of my challenges is that I live in a humid area where rust fungus is going to be everywhere, right? So a couple things I'm going to do about it. I'm going to keep an eye on these leaves. I'm going to keep an eye on this rust fungus when it starts showing up. There are a couple of techniques you can do with pruning, and definitely last year I made a little bit of mistake with the top watering. So I had like a sprinkler. I was so busy, I needed to get done, right? And I was watering from the top, and I made that rust disease problem even worse. So that mistake I'm not gonna repeat this time. This time I got myself a nice sprinkler setup right here. Every single tree has two sprinklers on each side, and in some areas I'm also using it to staple my weed mat down, like just like that, right? So multi-purpose, multi-use. Anyways, where were we? Yeah, so put the wheat mat. Before I put the wheat mat down, I just sprinkled a little bit of 13-13-13 balanced fertilizer. Bought it from Lowe's, and It's pretty good. It also has a little bit of acidifier, and that seems to help fruit trees. They like a little bit of acidity into the soil too. And then I put this weed mat down, and I de-weeded every lane here that I had uncovered. And I usually put it on the plastic there to get it solarized and get it nice and cooked before I reuse it, just like over there, you know, as mulch, like a mulch circle around my trees. Not necessarily just for the benefit of decomposing in the future, but to retain water and create a little fortress around my little trees. In that fortress, like spiders and all kinds of killers live, so when stuff wants to get in and get on the plant, the spiders will get them, right? So it's a little trap. Anyways, in addition to pruning and all that, I found out that if you sprinkle some sand, like a dust, you know, because I've had that experiment going on over there, where last year we had a little drought. I drove over my driveway, and it's just sandy, and when the sand picked up and got on the fig leaves, I had some figs over there, those figs never contracted fungus. It was fantastic. So I learned something right there by accident. And so yeah, like what I'm gonna do, I might sprinkle some dust on the leaves to prevent the fungus from taking over. Okay, so that's another tip for you. But anyways, let's get right into it. Today we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna cut some of these lateral branches that are growing inside, you know, because we don't want the center of the plant to be too crowded. As a matter of fact, like, you know, you can even cut that center one too, so you know, like to create a little bit of more space, a little bit more circulation in there. So if you want to do that, you can go ahead, but for me, I'm going to risk it. I'm going to keep my eyes on them because I'm being very active this season. But yeah, I'm going to get rid of some of the foliage. There's too much foliage. There's a lot of wasted energy there, and these trees are always freaking out and shooting from the bottom. I'm gonna get rid of all those new shoots and some of these lateral branches. I'm gonna try to kind of foresee where they're going in the future, right? So if they're gonna collide with each other, I'm gonna kind of stop that, and I want each branch to do something useful as far as collecting sunlight and converting that to energy, and not crossing with other branches and depriving them from sunlight and all that. At that stage, there's going to be suckers for energy. They're not going to be producers. So yeah. Anyways, fig trees are, you know, crazy fast growers. So you got to keep up with them. Every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, you got to get in the field, get to where your plant is, and start pruning and managing and maintaining certain practices to get yourself to that promised land of, you know, enjoying a whole bunch of figs at the end of the season. Okay. So let's go ahead and right into it. Take a quick look at what's going on right here. See? Like, take a look at this one right here. Tons of, look at all that. These are doing nothing, right? So what is the point of that? We don't need that right now. Now, if you had tropical, if you live in somewhere like nice temperate or tropical, and you want to have, like, you know, stages of growth, you can have this plant, for an example, right here, get to maybe like 7 to 8 feet tall, tip them at the top, collect, you know, your production in the middle, and then wait for the second batch to grow, you know what I mean? So, and it keeps going just like that. Or some people probably do that in greenhouses anyway. So you do need to kind of renew the wood sometimes. You know, I believe figs, they don't continuously grow on old wood. Some do, like, you know, for a season or two, and mostly they grow on new shoots. So that's just another technique, you know. It's basically, if you're in a greenhouse or something, that's probably your next production phase, but not at this stage. Maybe after this pruning, in 2 to 3 weeks, when the plant is here, right? And they do really grow that fast. I'm not kidding, you know. They grow like maybe a foot to 2 feet in 3 weeks, right? So for me, at least, because I take care of them and I give them water and fertilizer and all that, try to keep the pest off. But anyways, take a look at everything. I'm gonna go around and take a whole bunch of leaves and branches and shoots And I will not be doing a whole lot for something like this right here. So, because I do want it to come up with a couple more branches maybe. That one, if it comes off with the new shoots, I'm gonna leave that because I want it to get established. So just, you know, keep that in mind as we go through this. So hold tight. I'll be right back with some results. This is crazy. This one's crazy. It's too much. All right, guys, it's getting late. I've been hauling ass and trying to get to it and finish it up. And here we are. This is nearly the final product. Now, one thing I'm going to go ahead and do at this stage right now is I'm going to get my nice pruner here, and from the trees that I'm looking to harvest from this season, I'm going to go ahead and see if they have any weak branching. Now, I'm going to give you a prime example before we look at the other ones. Look at how much foliage I took off. Okay, this one right here, look at it. What am I supposed to do with that? You know what I mean? I can't take it back up there, and I mean, you know, you can stake it and let it grow like this, but it's like, it seems like it's behind, it's under the canopy. It might work. I might keep it because it's not that bad of a branch. It's got nice thickness on it. It's comparable to the others, but do you see what I'm saying? It's like, it's almost calling for me to get rid of it, and that's what I'm gonna do. I have too many branches. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this one right here. This and this will turn into trees, new ones. Okay, now see this plant, these are a lot of branches, really. Like, a lot of folks, they don't do that many branches. They probably do like 3, 4, 5. I'll show you what I got over there too just a little bit later. But you know, some of them I'm doing 4, some I'm doing 3, some of them I'm doing 6, you know, because that one specifically is a 2 years old. Is a fig tree right there. So some of the older ones I'm giving them a little bit of an extra. Well, I think I forgot doing this. Yes, I'm gonna do it right now. Take this off. Okay, this one's the shady. In the center, not doing a whole lot. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 branches. And that 5th one over there. This one took a little bit of damage. That's fine. Okay. Here, this one. That's underneath. Not doing anything. Not ideal, but I'll get back to it probably later and take off more. Like this one right here in the middle. Not getting much sun. And anyways, let's continue and look at some of our other branches. Here you go, similar situation to that one we just looked at. It's just a lot of competition going on here. Now this can grow like this way. You can grow this way and it'll be fine. But for the sake of like right now, I don't know. I'm not feeling it. I want them to be upright. So we'll get rid of this for now. Let's take another look at them. There you go. All upright, strong. Some of them are colliding. I'm going to keep an eye on them. I'm not going to let them develop any kind of diseases and stuff. I'm going to be on point this time. So this one is nice. Look at them. Nice and upright. This that's a good branch. I'm keeping that one. That's all good. That's all good. See that one in the middle right here? That's not good. That needs to come off. Let's interfering too much. That one in the middle, that's fine, DC. There's not a lot of interference. When it comes up in the center. It's not a big deal, no problem. Okay, we're gonna keep going and look. I think I'm happy right now at this stage with how they look. Yep. Nice canopy. Freed up the center. Got rid of some of these weaker branches. Do you see what I'm seeing right there? That's a weak branch right there. Thank you for your service. This one in the center, I'm gonna get rid of it. Thank you for your service. This one right here. Matter of fact, this one too. Nice 3 branches for cutting propagation. What else do we have here? This one right here. I'm gonna keep it. I want to see what happens with this. Sometimes I do things for my own educational purposes. This one right here, I don't like it. Okay. Let's take a look at this one. Hello. How you doing? Doing all right? Do you need some pruning? Okay, so this is an older tree. See, it's more established. I'm gonna leave that one. I'm gonna let it be. I think I'm happy, guys. Finally, I'm happy. Yeah. I figured it out. It's tree pruning. Makes me happy. But anyways, this is kind of the product as it sits right now. Some I'm expecting and wanting them to produce more. I don't know if they're going to. We will see about that. There's one right here I don't like at all. Right here, this one, this branch. You see it? I don't like it. This branch is bothering me. Just looking at it bothering me. So what are we gonna do about it? It's gone. Come on, we're not keeping it. It's not a good looking branch. Could have been a better branch. I didn't like that branch. Okay. That's fine. We'll let that one be. But this is it, guys. A tremendous amount of defoliation. Tremendous amount of pruning. This variety right here, I think it's Desert King or something. It's of the same cultivar, as you can see. It's just different names, slight differences. I'm going to show you when it starts producing, and we'll talk about this more. But this has always been like that. It always has kind of like that open shape, and it leans to the side a little bit. You know what I mean? I might have to just tie it up with a little rope and just to keep it upright, because it's going to keep bending. But some varieties are super upright. Like, you know, this one is nice and upright variety. This is Italian white. And that one is, I think, Desert King, and something else of the same cultivar, maybe with the slight variation on the left side here. But yeah, some have that upright habit, and others have more of a bending habit, okay? What am I going to do with all these leaves? Now, I cleaned up. Hello, Tiki. You want to say anything? Okay, so what was I saying? Oh, the leaves. Yes, the leaves, what I'd like to do, I don't want to, some people just, when they cut something, they just put it under the plant immediately. I don't like doing that, guys. You know, if I get unfortunate and some sort of, I get that later, some sort of decomposing, live wood or leaf decomposing fungus comes over and sees some weak plant matter that's still green. It's partially alive, it's not completely dead, right? So it's gonna die when it runs out of energy or moisture, right? So So it's partially alive. So there's branches in there and all kinds of stuff. So what I want to do is I want to collect them somewhere like here and have them get solarized. Have the sun take the life out of them, and within probably a couple days they'll dry up super fast, and then I can put them on a tree, right, underneath the tree, create a little circle like this, what I do here with some of these weeds and grasses that I plucked from around this area here around my pop house. So that's what I do usually with this. I don't plant grasses, okay, so this stuff that came with the property when I bought it. My plan is to get rid of all of these grasses completely off of my planting area and replace them with you know, whatever like comes off of nature sometimes. What do you call it? Some of the natives that are around here. They're really beautiful. Most of the time they have some interesting flowers, and some of them have benefits and medicinal benefits. So I'd like those to kind of take over the ground and thrive around my trees and create some of that coverage instead of these creeping grasses. Like, look at this, it's nasty. When you pluck it out of the ground and look at the root structure, it's a horrible thing. But the reason why I'm rambling about all this, because last season around my figs, I had all kinds of grasses, this creeping grass, this underground creeping grass growing, and you know, like, just look at this, look at the thickness of these roots for a little bit of grass coverage at the top. But anyways, it sucked the life out of the figs. It took all the moisture, took all the, just look at it, look at my videos from a year ago. I made so many mistakes. I've gained so much experience from making those mistakes, so it wasn't all in vain. Okay, so we learned something. Before I wrap up the video, take a look at how many extra trees I got. See, I'm putting all these down in pots in some good soil. I'm going to defoliate them, keep maybe 1 or 2 leaves. Look at this, this is guaranteed to survive right here. That one too right there. And you know, soon I'm going to have 20 more trees, and I need it because in the freeze, the snow and all that killed some of my varieties here. Very unfortunate. I had a couple of cool varieties, some giant figs like here up front. They were small and tiny, but I didn't realize we were going down to the single digit. I didn't realize it could snow here like that, but it did. I was wrong. But I'm gonna keep buying varieties. I have about 15 maybe here, 15 varieties, maybe 16, I forgot. When the time comes, I'm gonna tag them and all that. I'll get back to my other videos and look at their names and all that, and put it on the tree. So when the time comes and we get fruit, I'd like to identify them and sit together and talk about the differences in taste and which one of these tree cultivars or varieties is worth it, which ones are not, right? Because not all of them are worth it. Some of them are prolific and delicious. Some of them are prolific and bland, right? Some of them aren't prolific at all and aren't delicious at all. So they're just bland and they don't produce much. But usually when you buy online and they have reputations that people like, they choose the best of the best, right? And they put it out there for sale. So I'm hoping everything I got here, I haven't experienced all of them. I only experienced a few, maybe like 5. But it's the excitement into trying something new that I love. So let me shut up and stop talking. As you can see, it's the day is over for me. It's been a nice busy day, and it's been productive, and I'm very happy with that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned something with me here. And any questions or concerns, or if you see me do something stupid, please educate me. Put it in the comment. Before I go, I'm gonna keep this one. I keep thinking like I should cut these branches because there's too many, and keep the ones that are upright and get rid of the other ones. But this is an older one. It's like two and a half years old. So we'll see what it can do. Okay, let's go through a couple of tests here with you, guys. So I did some stuff here. I kept these lateral branches deliberately so I can so we can all see what happened, right? if the season is extended and if we don't get any catastrophic events, and if I manage and succeed with protecting my production here from all kinds of pests, we'll get to see something cool here. Okay. All right, guys, take it easy. Have a good one. I'll see you in the next one.